25?
If it's 45, so halfway down.
22.
25. Yeah, somewhere around 22.
22 and a half.
So down in here.
Oh, that's
probably. What do you guys think? And it actually needs to be same lengths like that.
Yeah.
It's about a certain quarter. It's 15.
Some guesses. So one really rudimentary way of testing slope angle. You can back up there, do you know?
That's cool.
And have folks come on in here and check out what an inclinometer is. First, what I do is find east and west on the bezel here, and then I turn it so that east and west are lined up at these 2 points here and here. And then you see that little red arrow that tilts as I move the compass, this one right here. So right there it should be 0, so perfectly horizontal.
They put it parallel to the slope.
And then now when I put it on the slope, I'm looking for an angle that kind of comes in somewhere around that angle, so somewhere close to 30 degrees when I put it on the slope. So when I go to throw it on the slope, ideally what I want to do is use something longer than the compass to gain the average slope angle. So I'll lay that down on the slope, and then I'll take this, lay it down on there, and then I'll read off. So does someone want to come up and try and see? Was that you? You're in there at 20?
Yes, that's funny, yeah.
So between measuring these tiny little slopes here, like this, with the inclinometer or with your ski poles, you can get a feel for what does a 25, 30 degree slope look like, and you can start to identify those from a distance without actually getting into them. So that's really the key, is being able to identify that slope angle from a distance.
Right.
And that really just takes practice and having this thing out and constantly like guessing and then matching yourself against what the compass says to see how on you are.
Can we use the map to, over there?
You could use the map, yeah, it could definitely help you, for sure. So great. So what would avalanche terrain look like, do you think? What would be the evidence of avalanches?
Previous history. Previous history.
Previous history, so what would give you a clue as to its previous history?
Big gully, no trees, or if there are trees, they're
bent
over, all on one side.
Sure, yeah, trees that are bent over or broken. What was that?
Weather reports? Can you get avalanche reports?
Yes, you can. You can get avalanche reports from avalanche.ca, but what would tell you, give you indications that you're in avalanche terrain?
Avalanche around you.
So you got the snow, you got this steep slope.
Probing for our buried friend who's gone into an avalanche.
Okay.
So this thing has a directional arrow that flashes when the signal is strongest. Do you want to catch some of this on tape?
Sure.
You can see that the arrow is getting a maximum signal in that direction. If I turn it that way, it goes right down. So by rotating it, you can detect the beacon that's transmitting.
Right on.
So I'm going to go on this direction.
Excuse me, these tree wells in there, you could fall about 4 or 5 feet. Very difficult to get out. That's and that's right by the tree trunk.
Yeah. They all look different. Over there I've fallen into as well when the trees are really about 10 feet tall.
Right there.
I've gone into a tree well. Little chap like that sticking out. I walked too close to it and went down about 10 feet before. Really? Yeah, when we were snowshoeing really deep snow, soft snow. It was awesome. Right tangled up in the branches and everything. Snowshoes wrapped up.
So important in regards to the clothing, and our guide has been certainly drilled that into us. Lots of fluids and getting something to eat. Then we'll be setting up camp very shortly. Ba-dum.
So, like, or this will at least be a central area. So one key spot, pretty close to here that's, private. And then maybe for dumping, if we go like, just kind of straight that way, I don't know, like 200 feet that way, I'll put a track out there, and there's it's just kind of nothing out there. It's not really good camping, so we don't I wouldn't worry about other folks camping out there, and I wouldn't worry about folks. A centralized area near here that's private. And then once you've got your cave, you can always find another spot right close to the front door or in the front door. As I probe down what the snow feels like, so what I feel is basically like these little thin crusts that are not very thick at all, and then like kind of hard sticky stuff near the bottom. That's most likely a tree. And then if it sticks at the very bottom, it means you kind of hit some dirt. The dirt's usually warmer than the probe tip, so it kind of almost freezes. So I can tell that I've got about that much snow. So a pretty decent amount of snow. And then you can see the dirt on the tip, so you know you actually hit ground. And yeah, as I probe down through here, I don't feel any snow that's consistently very solid. I just kind of hit these layers. And so that's what makes me think that probably building an igloo, that we don't really have the snow for igloo. What we need is really consolidated snow, and we can use our snow saws and cut blocks out with them. And we get the really consolidated snow just from time. Over time it sits and we dig down in the snow a little bit, we get the really consolidated stuff. We also get it from the wind. So if I was up in a really exposed area, I could basically just start sawing the snow right out of the top and kind of quarrying it out, pulling it right out of the top. And the wind forces the snow crystals together, makes them stronger, makes nice slabs. So I think for us, what we'll do is we'll try and make a regular snow cave type of cave. And I want to show you some pictures in the book here, just so it's a little more clear to you. So why don't we kind of all try and come in here.
Paul, how are you finding this?
Fine. It's pretty hard work, but it's good fun.
We definitely got to get this tonight. We got to get it done because it's going to get pretty cold tonight.
It's going to be like -20 minimum.
Yeah, so
-30. So what we've done is dig a trench about 1.5 meters, 2 meters down, and then about 50 centimeters up from the bottom of the trench, we're starting to cut a tunnel into the snowbank. That's the stage so far. It's
okay.
taken about 35-40 minutes.
All right, I'll stop and continue on.
Nice work, buddy!
Sorry? Yeah, so what we've done is dig in.
Oh, 1 second.
And then dig out in all directions. So we're actually getting a cave-shaped dwelling now.
Okay, sorry. There you go. Here.
Sorry. Yeah, it looks neat. Just going to be room for 2, I think. Should be fine. But it's taken, what, about 2 hours so far?
Okay. Is it a lot warmer in there?
It's a lot warmer than outside.
Thank God,
Tell
eh?
you what, why don't you pass your thermometer in and I'll check it out.
Okay. You know what? Let's finish the whole thing first.
Oh, okay, sure.
Okay.
Do you want to clear the entrance here, man?
Yeah, okay. Okay, now that all has to be cleared out. That's my job, and it's about 3:30 now. We got to hurry up because we certainly do not want to get caught in the cold. What do you think? How's everybody doing?
Doing pretty good, I think. Some pretty big holes.
And it's going to be, what do you predict for temperature?
Outside tonight?
Yeah.
It seemed like it's probably around 20 below.
Okay, we'll start digging. Over and out of our snow shelter.
I think it's really good. It's great. You got a nice domed roof in there. Looks like you got enough room to sit up and relax. Put on your clothes in the morning.
Yeah.
You're not going to be sucking roof, which is always nice.
Wonderful.
So yeah, nice job. Nice ambiance with the candle in there too.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Paul, he was our engineer designer. How you feeling?
Great. It's actually warm. I'm surprised at how warm it is in there, you know. It's really nice compared to out here, which is bloody freezing. So, good.
You know what? I am absolutely tired. I'm telling you, this took a lot of work. A lot of work. And there's no way I would ever venture this without a professional guide or anything like this on my own, even of a group. You got to get a guide in here, or it's just not going to cut it. You're going to endanger your life for sure. Well, we've finished our shelter. We're now just relaxing. I put my woolies on. I got to admit, the woolies are amazing. Paul, how you feeling now? Just boiling some tea?
Yeah, good. Had some hot water to drink, so feeling better. Got 2 litres of chili to eat.
Yum, yum, yum,
Big
boy.
old rotini. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, this is awesome. I'm just enjoying this nice, I'm telling you, it's bloody cold out here, but not really. I changed my woolies and we're, if you didn't dry out or whatever, we'd be freezing. Absolutely. But it's good that we got our shelter going, a candle in there, and now we're just getting some,
Melting some snow.
yeah, how to work this bloody camera. Certainly feels good to be in a shelter. It's going to be pretty cold out there, but hopefully it'll only be about 0, just below freezing in here. And yeah, it's been a heck of a day. I'm certainly glad that I got out of my wet clothes, ate pretty good, and boy, this has been pretty challenging, especially going up in the mountain. So we'll see how it goes for tomorrow. You can see we put some air vents. There's holes in the snow shelter just to provide some ventilation. You gotta check them 2 o'clock in the morning, make sure they're not clogged up. Well, it's morning and I got everything all ready, ready to go. Beautiful sleep. You can see my urinal bag there. I put out about, I say about 28 ounces of urine. So it sure does come in handy when you're in the sleeping bag, so you don't have to get out in that cold weather. Let's just take a look around here. This is where I slept. Yep, so the baby sack worked well. I'm gonna get off and do my thing now. See what the day holds. It's morning now. Actually, it's snowing, and it's up to -1, -2. Some people stayed in their tents. It's a lot of snow. All right, we're just now going to destroy our snow cave, just because it's a hazard if we left it on. Skiers may go through and whatnot. So it took about 2.5 hours to build. And how long to destroy, Paul?
2.5 seconds if we go through. Otherwise we could be here for another 2 hours with shovels.
All right. You know what? Here we go.
How far down is it?
What are you doing, destroying it?
Whoa! 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 That was
Awesome.
cool. All right. There.
That's nice.
Well, Paul did it.
There we are, there's half left for you, man.
All right.
That was the best fun of the weekend.
Whoa, here it goes. Whoa, yeah.